Howdy everybody. I am proud to announce that I have a 1972 military standard engine and generator. Generator part is made by the Chrysler company. 4-cylinder, 32 cubic inches, which is around 530 cc's. U.S. Army. And surprisingly, I have it grounded because this plug thing, can't find a plug to fit it, so I stuck a bolt in there and that seems to work. The original starter is on there. I'm having a little bit of issue. I had to bypass the main gas line. For some odd reason, it is not pulling fuel. Actually, it looks like it is now, if you look by the bubble. I'm thinking I'm having some carburetor issues. It does have oil in it. It does need an oil change. I got it started for the first time yesterday, but I was using starter fluid, so that was different. This time it is actually solely running on gasoline, and I should probably take that out and replug it and see if it will still run, because I do believe it is drawing from the tank and from my bypass. And that bolt I put there, I put it there because apparently somebody had taken the bolt out. I don't know what originally went there. I do a lot of work on small engines. This one's a bit bigger, as you can tell. It is a 4-cylinder engine. And let me see if I can get it to start up again for the video. If it will stop being complicated and work on it here. I did have it running a little bit ago. I was going to take a video of it, but then it stopped again. My batteries are dying. So, if you know anything about this engine, like I said, it's the 4-cylinder. It's got the 120. I know my grounds aren't hooked up to anything, but that's because it needs some work to the actual inside. All 5 of these wires were disconnected, or all 6. I got some back on, but it's missing a couple of screws. I'm pretty sure those capacitors could use replacing. It's got some damage right down there, and whoever owned it last just kind of rigged this fuse in here. I put a 40 amp in it just to be safe. This does produce 120 volt single phase, 240 volt single phase, 120 3-phase, and 120 to 208 3-phase. It has your typical voltage selector here. Y'all have to let me know what that does. I've never owned a generator. And of course you got your increased volts, and then you have your current selector, which y'all would have to update me on that as well. And then of course your big circuit breaker. But yeah, this hasn't been run in 3 years. I actually got it to run on starter fluid first. Yeah, it's 24 volt starter, which if you follow my jumper cables, my 15-20 foot jumper cables, I have a little lawn and garden lawnmower battery hooked up to an old battery out of my other truck. and I have them connected in series so that it produces 24 volts. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on what I could do to fix the original carburetor, or a link or something to get a new carburetor that will fit this, preferably that has a choke, then let me know and I'll give you an update whenever I can. Right now, apparently it was given to my neighbor because it wasn't producing electricity or wasn't doing something. But it ran when he got it. Just trying to get the kinks out of it. Here's the other stuff. So, yeah, it's only got 360 hours on it. Like I said, this one was manufactured in October or September of 1972. It looks like Chrysler made this one in particular. My ignition system's missing the cover, but there was this wire here, I do believe, which was disconnected, and I reconnected it. So yeah, if you have any information on this type of engine, or this one in particular, it's a 1972 military standard engine, gasoline ran, and it can produce up to 240 volts DC, single and three phase, at 60 hertz. So if you have any information or anything where I could get parts, or like I said, I know there's an upgraded carburetor you can get. I've done my research, I cannot find it. So if you have a link or anything like that, you can just post that down in the comments. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but if you feel like this is worthy of a subscription, go right ahead. But yes, this does have the electric start system on it. It does not run on points. It's got your on-off switch here, your governor, which that might need to be replaced. I'm not quite sure. I haven't really gotten too into taking it apart. The only thing I've really taken apart is the carburetor. But I think that my second hose here is actually starting to flood it with too much gasoline, because it does look like it is starting to draw from this bottom tank, which, according to the lever position though, Hickey, is the auxiliary tank. But it does look like it is drawing gasoline now. But yeah, let me show you a quick view of the inside of this again, and you can tell me if you see anything wrong other than these two wires aren't connected. I know where they go. They're labeled. They go right here and here. Yeah, you got your gauges, which this one here has a loose wire. The little nut's gone off the back of it. But yeah, if you know anything about these old military generators, please do let me know. Here's the wiring. Pause the video at any time just to take a look at it. And there's a hookup right here for something. Don't know. Please do let me know. I know that outlet is going to get changed. Like I said, as far as I know, this should all work once I figure out what needs replaced. Alrighty. We'll leave it at that.